Why empathy is so important. This is one of the quotes from Father Richard Rohr that the wonderful Brené Brown talked through with him on her Unlocking Us podcast. I've been sitting with this quote for a few days now, and I've finally figured out why it bugs me. I can't disagree with the first paragraph at all, but the second I have a real problem with. Their point is that for any significant internal development to be done, you have to look into your shadow. Shadowboxing, they call it. They're 100% right. The second paragraph, however, is disparaging of those that don't want to shadowbox. They say that the shadow is that which is covering up what you don't like about yourself. I disagree in that shadow is just that which is unknown, both bad and good. I think both Brené Brown and Richard Rohr would be horrified to think that their conversation could be interpreted as anything other than leadership with soul. But the way this quote reads to me is, people willing to shadowbox equals good. People unwilling to shadowbox equals unworthy of our attention, just people to be endured. It's not what they would think this quote means, but many will give it exactly that meaning, so I think it needs calling out. They're not wrong in that conversations with those people that don't shadowbox are both superficial and uninteresting, and I've known those people. I've even stopped being friends with these people. Here's the big but that I've become aware of later in life, and that I think they're both ignoring in the podcast. There are those people out there that keep their conversations superficial and uninteresting, not because the shadow is what they don't like about themselves. Their shadow is somewhere it's just too painful and too scary to explore. They may have suffered great abuse, for example, and it isn't safe for them to go there, to look into their shadow. It may never be safe, and that is their choice. They may choose to suffer the pain of lack of better human connection with others because the pain of exploring their shadow is much scarier and painful for them. It's a failing in so many people at a later stage of adult development that they unconsciously look down on those that don't see what they can see. That's something I'm still working on. I still have work to do and more shadow to explore. Shadowboxing is good, but in looking at others not ready yet, we need compassion and empathy, not discount.